So we will start with next experiment, that is gear tooth vernier caliper. You can see you have studied this gear tooth vernier caliper setup in your theory. Okay. So now we will see the exact use of gear tooth vernier caliper. So they will give the aim of this experiment is to determine the different gear tooth parameters by using gear tooth vernier caliper. Okay. So gear tooth parameters including the caudal thickness, module, and the measure diameter gear. So in this gear you can see here the number of teeth. Sometimes we need to count the number of teeth if they have not mentioned in the gear. Okay. So in this gear they have mentioned the number of teeth as 70. Okay. So number of teeth we have got it as a 70, and then we need to measure. After taking number of teeth, after noting this number of teeth, then we need to measure the major diameter of the gear. Okay. See, by using this vernier caliper, we need to measure the major diameter of the gear. Okay. Before that, we should know the least count of this vernier caliper. So number of main scale division is 1 divided by vernier scale divisions are 50. Okay, 1 by 50. The least count is 0.02 mm. Okay. So this is the least count of this vernier caliper. Now we need to measure the major diameter of the gear given here. So you can see here the readings is around 114 and 17. Okay. So you can see the readings what you obtain, that is 114 mm plus the least count is 0.02 and CVD value is 3. Okay. So this is the major diameter of the gear, and number of teeth we have noted 70. So after measuring these two parameters, we need to go with all these formulas. Okay. So we have the different formulas that is given in your lab manual. So by referring these formulas, we need to calculate all these dimensions. Okay. So first we have to calculate module, then caudal addendum. So module, the unit is mm, and then caudal addendum, and here the formulas are given where n stands for number of teeth and m stands for module. Okay. So this letter is indicated by A, and then we need to go with theoretical caudal thickness. Here it is W, indicated by W. By using this formula we need to calculate theoretical caudal thickness. Then experimental caudal thickness we need to measure by using experimental setup. Okay. So now we will see, I will explain this later. So we will see the next dedendum. Dedendum we need to find out by using formula, and pitch circle diameter is by using formula, and depth of the teeth by using formula, as well as root diameter of the teeth by using formula. Only the last thing, that is face width. Face width you can see here. So if the given gear is like this, we need to measure the face width. This is the face width. Okay, this is the face width we have to measure by using this vernier caliper. Okay, it's the main scale reading as well as the vernier scale reading. We need to calculate the face width. Okay, now we will move with the experimental caudal thickness. Okay, to determine experimental caudal thickness, we should know the caudal addendum. Okay, caudal addendum. So if you want to explain very clearly, so in this image we need to measure experimental caudal thickness. So see, as we know, the addendum is the top part from the top face of the gear to the pitch circle diameter. This is pitch circle diameter. This distance is called as addendum. From pitch circle diameter to the root of the thread, so root of the gear, we can say it is dedendum. Okay. So we need to measure experimental caudal thickness. We need to place this vernier caliper exactly, or gear tooth vernier caliper exactly at the addendum positions. To make this possible, we need to have addendum thickness. So addendum thickness we have got it as 1.593 mm. Okay. So we cannot place 1.59 because the least count is 0.02, because 59 is an odd number. So next position we have to take, that is 1.60. we need to locate by using a gear tooth vernier caliper. Now you can see the setup. There will be a stopper, or you can say adjuster plate. So here, so this is the horizontal vernier scale and this is the vertical vernier scale. So even in vertical vernier scale, the vernier is having the number of divisions in the vernier scale is 50 and the main scale is 1. So 1 divided by 50, that is equal to 0.02 mm. Okay, this is the least count in the vertical direction and in the horizontal direction. So continue with the experiment here. So we need to fix in the top vernier scale. We need to fix this distance as a 1.6 1.59, that is 1.60 mm. Okay, by adjusting this vernier head, so I will loosen this. So vernier head, so here by rotating this, see, after making here, so we need to locate this vertical height as 1.60 mm. Okay, so you can see here, so this is 0 and this is 1 mm, and we need to place at 6th position. Okay, so 6th position, exact coinciding here, so 6th position, that it stands for 1.60 mm. Okay, so least count, we need to 6th position means 30, so 30th division will be the 6th position, so we need to locate here. Okay, so we need to tight here the both the part. So once we fix this, so this height, what we can see by using the adjuster plate, this small distance will be 1.60 mm. Okay, so now by using this horizontal scale, we need to measure the experimental chordal thickness. Now you can see here, so if you place this adjuster placed is stopper is fixed here for 1.60 mm. Now by using horizontal scale, we need to move this and we need to fix here, and we need to tight, and we need to take the reading. So if you see this, you can see we have fixed the addendum thickness over here. This is the addendum that we have fixed here. Then the remaining thickness, the thickness obtained at addendum will be the experimental chordal thickness. Okay, so now we need to measure the horizontal distance. You can see here, so we have already calculated theoretical chordal thickness. Theoretical chordal thickness is 2.48, that is what you have calculated. If you see experimentally here, the readings obtained are 2 and we can say 25th position. Okay, approximately 23 or 25th position, it is coincide here, so I will take it as 25. So it will be 2 plus 25 into 0.02, so it will be 2.5 mm. So theoretically we have got it as a 2.48 mm, so experimentally we have got it as 2.5 mm. Okay, this is the one advantage of a vernier caliper. So by using a vernier caliper itself, we can calculate all the dimensions of this gear, but only for measuring experimental chordal thickness we need to have this gear tooth vernier caliper. Okay, this is the speciality of this gear tooth vernier caliper. Okay.